for a while. Basically, FAQs about this podcast. Who I am, what the podcast is, how to get on it, blah, blah, blah. I'm Tommy Kerrigan. I'm 29 years old. I turned 30 a week from today, August 7th, 2020. I graduated the University of Georgia in 2013, magna cum laude. I was accepted into medical school at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine in 2014. I published research in the field of aquatic toxicology, the effects of salinity on nickel toxicity to the 2-Eurohalien fish species Cryptolebius marmoratus and Fungulus heteroclitus. I was accepted to pharmacy school at the Lake Erie College of Medicine in 2015. But upon graduating, realized that I was not truly happy. I was very proud, but was not happy. On April 15th, 2014, I lost my oldest sibling to suicide, and that threw me for a bit of a whirlwind loop for 2-3 years. I moved home in 2016 to kind of get my life back on track. In August 2019, I started attending online graphic design school after teaching myself graphic design upon moving home. And on December 12th, 2019, I started this podcast because I like talking to people, I like listening to audiobooks, and I like just picking people's brains and chatting. My there's two flavors. It's clean cut with a polo on and glasses and no swear words, no X-rated topics, no nothing that you couldn't say in front of 5-year-olds. And examples of those podcasts are number 144 with Dwayne Hughes, an 86-year-old veteran of Sandia National Laboratory. Number 118, Greg Henneman, now pastor and former F-117 historian at Holloman Air Force Base. Number 5 with Michael J. Durant, the Black Hawk Down guy. And number 44 with Melissa Avanesian, a power lifter. Those are examples of clean podcasts. And yeah, those are fine. If people have written books and they would like to stick to a script, I can provide questions. If they just want it clean because they're the face of a business or kids or whatever, that's absolutely A-okay. For all other episodes, I have a very colorful language. It's not intentional. The reality is I have to go out of my way to not speak like that, and so that inhibits the free flow of ideas. Right now, I'm trying very hard not to swear. Yeah, so it's if you want that clean version, that's what I can do. Everything else is just kind of F it, do it live. For the vast majority of episodes, we don't do a script. There's no questions. It's just, hey, what's going on, and let it go. They normally go from 60 to 90 minutes. If you can only do 30 or 45, I understand that, and I'll make exceptions. They can go as long as you want, 3-4 hours. I don't care. They're not live. I record them on Zoom, and I screen record. I like to use the restroom, and I edit those out, and I do kind of fix the audio a little bit, enhance it, and then I upload it later that day. It takes a couple hours. That's about it. Sometimes there's a hybrid. We'll have questions ready, but it's if we get to them when we get to them, if we get to them. You're more than welcome to plug anything, your own work, your own website, I don't care. Aside from that, leading up to July 16th, 2020, the 75th anniversary of the first A-bomb test, I wanted to get people from Oak Ridge, Tennessee, Sandia, Los Alamos, Lawrence Livermore, and a lot of these guys, scientists, nuclear weapons scientists and physicists, said sure they'd love to, and they do kind of the open forum talking, but they wanted some questions. So me kind of taking the pre-med approach was like, let's do the best possible job I can and get the most questions I can. I didn't realize that a lot of the questions that I got from people were concerning classified things. And I later realized after talking to an individual in the Air Force, and I also had on some guys from Delta Force, they said you put people in a hard question if you email them classified questions because 1, they can't answer those. 2, they can't tell you they can't answer those because that is an indirect admission or implication of its existence and or their involvement. So now with individuals that I want to have on that want questions, I'm trying to find a way to dance in between. I'll create a bunch of questions, but if I create them and they're concerning classified programs, because I've had on individuals from the Navy, from the Air Force, from the CIA, I don't want them to feel like those are the only questions I have. Those are just that's what I just put my mind to. So I'll create those questions, I'll field those questions, and I'll aggregate those questions and send them along. I don't really know how to go about it, because whether they say they can or they can't, that's still an admission, I guess, a violation of OPSEC. So I'm trying to figure that out. So if you're an individual that I'm emailing and I'm trying to get you on, I will send you a list of questions. Let's just say 1 through 50, 1A, 1A, 1B, 1C, whatever, 16A. If there are one, just don't even tell me which ones you can't answer. Just select the ones you do want to answer, and the rest I'll read between the lines. Lastly, you don't have to answer those questions. You can come on and just start chatting. I've had on guys that specialize in flying drones, and instead we talk about beer for 2 hours. It doesn't even have to be your field. But for everyone listening, I'm always trying to get guests on. I believe I can talk to anyone. Anyone whatsoever. Comedians, weightlifters, CIA, Delta Force, Green Berets, radar operators, and not even military. Artists, photographers, comedians, cryptocurrency creators, friends. I don't care. You can come on. You can hold a conversation, have fun. Let's do it. If you would like to do the podcast, comment on any of the videos or email me at tommyspodcast, tommyspodcast @gmail.com or at protonmail.com. Yeah, and I think I've only turned down maybe 2 people in 8 months. Yeah, say whatever you want. I'm all for free speech. Yeah, that's it. And if you have any other questions, just comment or email me at one of those 2 addresses, and I will answer them. And to whoever this is going to, I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you. Do 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 do.